Good day, everyone. Today we will discuss about the reproductive healthcare. Next, meet our guest speakers. We have Christine Bea Patricio, Rose Ann May El Lolo, Lorene May Ordonez, Lori Ann De Los Santos, John Erickson Quixas, Angel Camposo, and Sheila Altea Sanico, Priscilla Ann Alagar, and Juliana Elena Guevara.
So before we could go deep to our discussion, let me present you our today's agenda for our presentation. So number one is existing situation. Number two, we're going to tackle about the reproductive system as well as reproductive health bill. We're going to learn about contraceptions and sexually transmitted disease. And lastly, the methods of prevention.
As of 2018, the World Health has reported 77,000 Filipinos were HIV positive. Every day, over 1 million STIs, sexually transmitted diseases, are contracted worldwide. The vast majority of these illnesses are asymptomatic. Nearly 16 million teenagers between the ages of 15 and 19 and 2 million girls under the age of 15 give birth each year, according to the World Health Organization. In the 2022 National Demographic and Health Survey, or NDHS, the Philippine Statistics Authority, or PSG, reported that among Filipino women aged 15 to 19, the percentage of teenage pregnancies decreased from 8.6% in 2017 to 5.4% in 2022. Noong taong 2018, ayon sa WHO o World Health Organization, tinatayang nasa 77,000 na populasyon ng Pinoy ang HIV positive. Araw-araw, umaabot ng 1 milyon ang nagkakaroon ng STI o sexually transmitted infections sa buong mundo. Karamihan sa mga ito ay asymptomatic o walang simptomas. Sa hiwalay na datos, 16 na milyong kabataan edad 15 taong gulang hanggang 19 at 2 milyong kababaihan edad 15 pababa ang nanganganak taon-taon sa buong mundo. Sa Pilipinas, ayon sa National Demographic and Health Survey noong 2022, na itala ng PSA o Philippine Statistics Authority na nasa edad 15 hanggang 19 ang biktima ng maagang pagbubuntis. Next. What is a reproductive system? The system of organs and parts which function in reproduction, consisting in the male, especially of the testes, penis, seminal vesicles, prostate, and urethra, and in the female, especially of the ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, vagina, and vulva. To be short and exact, ang reproductive system ang tawag sa kabuuan ng group of organs sa ating katawan na tumutulong para sa pagdadalaga at pagbibinata o puberty at procreation o ang pagbuo ng pamilya. Next. RA 1035-4, the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act of 2012, known as the RH Law, is a groundbreaking law that guarantees universal and free access to nearly all modern contraceptives for all citizens, including impoverished communities at government health centers. The law also mandates reproductive health education in government schools and recognizes a women's right to post-abortion care as part of the right to reproductive health care. Ang RA 1035-4 or Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act of 2012 o ang RH Law ay nagbibigay ng kalayaan sa lahat na pumili ng contraceptives ng libre at nagpapaalawak ng ating kaalaman tungkol sa ating reproductive health.
So good day everyone. Kanina or earlier, we tackled about the reproduction system and reproduction health bill. So let's go deeper sa ating discussion. So, before anything else, according to the Philippine Statistic Authority census, it was revealed that the Philippines 2023 population strike at 117.3 million. It was we are classified as overpopulated country dahil hindi naman kayang masustain ng bansa natin yung mga basic necessities ng mga Filipino. So paano, isa yan sa mga classification na needed kung paano masasabi na ang isang bansa ay overpopulated. At isa pa doon is yung lawak ng bansa din itself ay hindi ganoon kalaki to sustain that amount of individuals. So ano nga ba yung mga factors na nakakontribute kung bakit malaki yung population ng bansa? Number one is the high rate of teenage pregnancies and lack of family planning. And dahil doon, lumobo yung ating populasyon. So ano ba yung naiisip na solusyon mostly or prominently na mga tao para hindi lumobo ng ganun kalaki pa sa mga susunod na taon yung populasyon? Number one is the usage of contraceptives. So what are the purpose or what is contraceptive? So contraceptive is a method that prevent unwanted pregnancy and also to protect us against the STD. So alam naman natin na may different types sa mga STD or may iba't ibang sakit na STD. Now let's define what is STD means or STI. STD is sexually transmitted diseases. Mainly, predominant sa bansa natin ang HIV and AIDS. So let's differentiate the two kasi maraming misconception about HIV and AIDS. So HIV is human immunodeficiency. It is a virus that attacks the body's immune system. Ito yung pinaka-first stage kapag na-diagnose ka sa isang sexually transmitted disease or STD. So, nade-develop lang siya kapag hindi siya na-treatment at tinatawag tong AIDS or acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So, both disease, walang cure dito, pero it can be treated para hindi lumala. Ano yung mga causes ng STDs? So, number one is unprotected sex. So, pinakaano dito is hindi paggamit ng mga contraceptives and madalas na nakikipag-sexual intercourse pa din kahit may mga unhygienic sila or kahit may mga sugat sila sa mga genitals nila. So next is multiple sexual partners. So sa dami mong nakaka-sexual intercourse, hindi mo na alam kung kanino mo kanino ka nahawa ng STD. And lastly is the abuse of illegal substance. No, paano ba natin malalaman na may STD tayo without us having tested? So number one, first symptoms sa first month na meron kang HIV, it could lead to fever, headache, rashes, sore throat. And kung lumala pa ang other symptoms nito is mamamaga ng lymph nodes natin, pamamayat, as well as fever, diarrhea, and cough. So I'll just make an emphasize lang na ang HIV ay hindi agad-agad lumalabas ang symptoms. Madalas kapag na-transmit sa yung HIV, it could take 2 to 4 weeks pa bago mo malaman na you have HIV. Pero in most cases, lumalabas ang symptoms ng HIV for years, 2 to 4 years, pinakamadalas at pinaka-extent is 6 years. So kung meron tayong makakilalang may mga HIV or STD, we should hindi dapat natin ilabas yung information nila kasi there's a law na pumoprotekta sa kanila, which is the Article 6, which is confidentiality. It tells about the confidentiality and privacy of an individual who has been tested for HIV, has been exposed to HIV, has HIV or any HIV-related disease, and was treated to HIV-related illness. So paano ba natin mape-prevent tong HIV and paano din natin mape-prevent tong mga unwanted pregnancy? Number one is the use of contraceptives. So the number one example of contraceptives is condoms. So condoms was invented or was discovered by Charles Goodyear's year 1839. Ito yung vulcanized condom. So noon, ang gamit na condom lang nila noon is tortoise shell and animal skin and linen. So napaka-unhygienic, and kapag yun pa rin ang ginagamit natin these days, baka ma-infect tayo sa mga sa iba't iba pang disease. Condom is made of very thin latex. May two types siya, yung polyurethane, which is yun yung pinakamanipis, yung manipis na plastic. And yung isa naman is yung polyusuprene na ang material naman na ginamit ay tawag dito is rubber at yung makapal. So condom helps to stop sperm from meeting an egg. So it could also condom also could help to prevent the spreadness of HIV and AIDS virus. So how it works? So ang condom, ito po yung condom. Kino-cover niya yung pinaka penis ng lalaki. And dito po dapat kapag ginamit po ito dapat maayos kasi it is the one who will collect or restrain the semen after ejaculation. So next slide po tayo. So ano yung advantage ng paggamit ng condoms? Number one is it is a reliable method of preventing pregnancy and protecting both partners from diseases. So ayun, yun yung pinaka main purpose ng pagka-discover niya is to prevent the unwanted pregnancy. So domino effect yan. Kapag ayaw natin mabuntis, mare-reduce din yung number ng abortion, and also mare-reduce din yung risk ng pagkakaroon mo ng mga STDs. The disadvantage is it can cause irritation for people with allergies and reduces sensitivity. So doon sa unang disadvantage, it can cause irritation. Kanino? Doon sa receiver. So mas much needed talaga ang consent sa partner mo kung ano yung gusto niyang condom na gamitin mo, kasi it could irritate her na or him dahil allergic siya sa latex. Number 2 naman is yung mare-reduce daw yung sensitivity or yung sensual feeling while doing sexual intercourse. So the effectiveness of using condom is 98% kung maayos mong nagamit. Pero dahil in real life naman ay hindi naman lahat ay accurate kung gumamit ng condom, it is said that condoms are 87% effective.
So, after ng condom, meron naman tayong isa pang contraceptive, which is the implantable hormonal device. So, before ko explain kung paano ba nagsimula o kung saan nagsimula ang implantable hormonal device, so ito ay isang long-term birth control method and also called as long-acting reversible contraception or LARC. So meaning, itong type ng contraceptive ay reversible, meaning kapag ginawa natin to, pwede natin tong patanggal din after kapag nagbago man isip natin. So long-acting din dahil itong contraceptive ay pwede or effective up until 3 years. So, start muna natin yung origin ng implantable hormonal device. So, noong 1990, inapprove ng FDA or Food and Drug Administration ang unang contraceptive or unang implantable hormonal device, which is yung Norplant, na manufacture ni Liras Oil. Kaso, nung dumating yung 2002 or nung year 2002, dahil ito nga yung first na contraceptive ng implantable hormonal device, parang sobrang dami pang question, duda, or concern ng mga consumer. So, diniscontinue yung Norplant. However, nung 2006, nagkaroon ng bagong implantable hormonal device, which is tinatawag na implanon. So, ito ay isang single thin plastic ethanogesture releasing rod manufactured by Organon. And then, ayan, nag-last siya tuloy-tuloy hanggang 2010. Noong 2010, parang in-upgrade yung implanon at pinalitan siya ng Nexplanon. So, as far as I know, or ngayon, current times, ito yung ginagamit natin for implantable hormonal device, which is yung Nexplanon. Ang pinagkaiba ng Nexplanon sa implanon ay nakikita siya sa X-ray. So, mas safe siya or parang nalalaman din na meron kang implantable hormonal device kapag nag-X-ray. Next naman, so, paano ba nagwo-work yung implantable hormonal device? So, yung implant, nagre-release ng slow and steady dose of progestin sa ating katawan. So, progestin prevents your ovary from releasing an egg. So, pinaprevent ito yung ovulation. So, it also thickens the mucus in your cervix, which makes it hard for sperm to reach an egg. So, progestin also thins your uterine lining, making it difficult for a fertilized egg to implant. So, yung implantable hormonal device ay isang small, flexible plastic tube na 1.6 inches long and 1/8 inch in diameter. So, kasize niya lang yung isang matchstick. Posporo in Tagalog. So, ayun, nagre-release siya ng progestin hormones and then pinaprevent niya yung pregnancy for 3 years. Yung unang hormonal implantable hormonal device, nagla-last siya ng 5 years. However, yung ginagamit natin ngayon, yung Nexplanon is up to 3 years lang. So, paano ba ito? Next naman is yung advantage and disadvantage ng implantable hormonal device. So, dito, yung disadvantage niya is nagkakaroon ng irregular periods or nasa-stop totally yung periods ng isang babae. Pwede rin natin makonsider na advantage yung paglalight, yung pagkakaroon ng mahina na mens, since alam naman natin as girls, hindi talaga convenient ang magkaroon ng menstruation. However, isa rin din ito sa side effects na nagkakaroon ng mas heavier na flow or lighter flow. So, disadvantage din nito is yung pagkakaroon ng spotting na parang kahit hindi mo pa day or week or parang time na magkaroon ng menstruation, nagkakaroon pa rin ng spotting. So, tapos yung effectiveness naman neto, according to research, sinasabi nila na 99% effective yung prevention nito sa pregnancy. So, yung implantable hormonal device, isa siyang medical procedure. So, kapag talaga ginawa natin to, kailangan talaga natin ng trained na clinician para i i-done yung procedure sa atin. So, gusto ko lang din i-add kung paano ba yung process or steps kung paano yung implantable hormonal device, kung paano siya ginagawa sa atin, sa ating mga babae. So, first, magla-lie down yung isang female sa table, tapos yung arm nila is nakabent ng pa-L. So, dapat, kasi dito siya ini-insert eh. So, nakaganon. And then, lalagyan ng anesthesia, kasi syempre, parang injection siya pero may insert sa'yo na kasing size ng matchstick. Then, ayun na, i-insert na siya. Then, after nun, hindi naman siya kailangan ng stitches since parang nga lang siyang may in-inject sa'yo na something. So, lalagyan lang talaga siya ng bandage. And then after nun, after a few minutes, okay na siya. However, mostly yung mga babae kasi nakagawa ng procedure na 'to, merong ibang nakaka-experience ng parang, anong tawag dun, pagpapasa dun sa part nila, dun sa part na in-insertan ng tube. Pero ano, hindi naman siya harmful. Ano lang talaga, depende lang talaga kung gaano ka-effective sa inyo 'tong implantable hormonal device. However, ayun nga, 99% effective siya. So, konti lang talaga yung chance na maka-experience or may mangyaring unwanted pregnancy kapag ginawa 'to. So, yun lang.
And for me naman, guys, I'm going to tackle about birth control pills. Mag-i-start lang ako sa history. It began in the 20th century in the early 1900s. Researchers like Margaret Sanger and Gregory Pincus played roles in development oral contraceptives. The first FDA-approved birth control pills, Enovid, was introduced in 1960. Over the years, advancement have led to various formulations and nag-o-offer na rin tayo ng mas maraming variant ng birth control pills na mas mababa yung side na magkaroon ka ng side effects or mas maganda yung effectiveness niya. And punta naman ako sa origin. Originated in the mid-20th century as a result of scientific development in hormonal research. And it came in a circular form, usually different colors and different types yung formulations. And they are taken regularly. Minsan din naman, dapat meron tayong sundin ng time sa araw-araw para lang inumin yung birth control pills para mas maganda yung effectiveness sa ating katawan. And how it works, it contains hormones, estrogen and progesterone that prevent ovulation, which makes harder for the sperm to reach an egg. And ina-harden din ng birth control pills yung mucus para hindi tayo mag-produce ng sperm. And sa advantages naman, it is highly effective when taken correctly, providing reliable contraception. It also offers benefits like regulating period, reducing menstrual cramps. And yung may maganda rin ng mga side effects yung birth controls, like ano na yung pagsakit ng puso natin mga kababaihan, and yun yung magandang side effects niya. Punta naman tayo sa disadvantage. Next slide, please. Sa disadvantages naman, makakaranas naman tayong mga kababaihan ng pagsusuka, mood changes, tapos minsan din yung mga ibang babae is sumasakit yung ulo nila kasi may mga type din ng birth control pills na hindi mo kakahilangan. Kaya dapat talaga kapag iinom tayo ng birth control pills, dapat tayo ay check up muna tayo sa mga ating OB-GYN para mas malaman natin kung anong mas magandang pills para sa atin. And sa effectiveness naman, 90% effective in preventing pregnancy. Based on the study na din, sobrang effective na talaga if ma-take mo yung pills regularly. And sa real-life application naman, it is important to consult your doctor nga, like I said earlier, para mas maganda yung type ng pills ang i-intake natin sa ating katawan para iwas na rin tayo sa kapahamakan kasi sometimes kapag hindi tayo hiyang, nagkakaroon tayo ng mga side effects na hindi natin may iwasan talaga.
Yeah. Now we're proceeding to calendar method. I'm discussing the origin of the calendar method. The first formalized calendar based on the method was developed in 1930 by Jan Smolder, a Catholic physician from the Netherlands. Ano nga ba ang calendar methods? Ang calendar method was regularly or madalas na nagagamit ng nating mga kababaihan upang matrack natin kung magkakaroon na ba tayo ng menstruation. Minsan, nagkakaroon tayo ng malalaman natin kung kailan o mapapansin natin na pagbabago or nararamdaman natin sa katawan natin sa pamamagitan ng calendar method, malalaman natin na parating na ang ating menstruation. Paano nga ba nagwo-work ang calendar method? Ang calendar method is working to mas keep tracking with the help of calendar. Mas magandang natatrack natin ang ating menstruation para malaman natin kung nagkakaproblema ba tayo or delay ba tayo sa ating menstruation. The next slide po. And ang calendar method ay merong advantages and disadvantages. Ang advantages po natin is natural and non-invasive way to prevent pregnancy. Malalaman po natin kung kailan o pwede tayong makipag-sex sa pamamagitan ng calendar method. Malalaman natin kung kailan sarado o kailan bukas ang ating fertile natin. Tapos, ang disadvantage nito is actually if you have irregular menstruation. Ayun nga po. Ang disadvantage ng calendar method is hindi po siya applicable sa mga irregular na nagkakaroon ng irregular menstruation cycle. Kaya hindi po ma-prevent or hindi po masasabi na pwedeng gamitin ng mga nagkakaroon ng problema sa kanilang menstruation. Ang effectiveness naman po ng ating calendar method is only predict what are most likely to be a safe and unsafe days. Ayun nga po yung sinabi ko kanina is malalaman po natin kung pwede o kailan pwedeng tayo makipag-sex sa ating partners. At meron po tayong 5 steps kung paano nga po bang gamitin ang calendar method. Una is preparation before using the method. The second one is tracking menstrual cycle using a different method. The third one is identifying the fertile windows. And the fourth one is abstinence during the fertile windows. And the fifth one is alternatives to abstinence during the fertile window. Effectiveness po ng calendar method is kailangan po natin siyang may-use gamit ang tong 5 steps na yon. Kaya po, magiging effective lang po siya if irregular ka na nagkakaroon ng menstruation. Yun lang po. Thank you.
So, hello guys, I'm Angel Natalie Camposo and I will be discussing the birth control injection. So, the origin of the birth control injection, or also known as a Depo-Provera, developed by Upjohn, was first studied in a clinical trial in the 1960s. Although an application for contraceptive use was submitted decades earlier, concerns including the findings of tumors after animal testing. It prevented FDA approval for contraception until 1992. So, ano naman ang description ng birth control injection? So, ang injection is nagko-contain ng hormone called dipomedroxyprogesterone acetate or DMPA, which is like the hormone progesterone. It also called simply Depo or birth control injection. Paano naman nag-work ang birth control injection? It works by blocking ovulation or the release of an egg from your ovaries. So, may advantages ang birth control injection. Ang advantage ng birth control injection is each injection lasts for either 8, 12, or 13 weeks. The injection does not interrupt the sex. So, ang disadvantage naman ng birth control injections is yung nausea, weight gain, headaches, sore breasts, and depression. So, paano naman masasabi na effective ang birth control injection? Kapag ginamit mo ito ng tama, ang birth control injection is more than 99% effective. That's all po.
For the Hi, I'm Juliana Irina Bugibara, and I will be discussing withdrawal. First one is the origin. Its origin is not precisely documented, but historical records suggest it has been used for centuries as a method of birth control in various cultures. And for the description, it refers to the method of contraception where the male partner withdraw their penis from the vagina before ejaculation, aiming to prevent sperm from entering the woman's reproductive tract, or also known as coitus interruptus. And how it works, um, it works by the male withdrawing the penis from the vagina before ejaculation occurs during sexual intercourse. The advantage of withdrawal, first one is accessibility. Withdrawal does not require any special devices or medication, making it easily accessible. And the second one is no side effects. Unlike hormonal contraceptives, withdrawal does not introduce hormones or chemicals into the body, so it does not cause side effects associated with other forms of birth control. And the last one is the cost effective. It is cost-effective method since it does not involve purchasing contraceptives. And for the disadvantage, the first one is less effective. It less reliable compared to other contraceptive methods. There's a risk of pregnancy due to the possibility of pre-ejaculate containing sperm and the difficulty in consistently and correctly timing the withdrawal. And the second one is the STI risk. Withdrawal does not protect against sexually transmitted infection, or known as STI, as condoms or other barrier methods too. And the last one is the reliability on partner's control. Its effectiveness relies on the male partner's ability to accurately time the withdrawal before ejaculation, which might be difficult to achieve consistently. Overall, while withdrawal might have some advantages in terms of accessibility and cost, it's generally considered less reliable compared to other contraceptive methods and does not protect against STI. And for the last one, effectiveness, it is considered one of the less effective forms of contraception in preventing pregnancy. Its typical effectiveness rate is around 78%, which means that out of 100 couples who use this method for birth control over the course of a year, approximately 22 of them may experience an unintended pregnancy. The primary reason for its lower effectiveness is the difficulty in consistently and correctly timing the withdrawal before ejaculation. Additionally, pre-ejaculate fluid or pre-cum might contain sperm, increasing the risk of pregnancy, even if withdrawal is practiced. Compared to other forms of birth control such as hormonal methods like the pill, intrauterine devices or IUD, or condoms, the withdrawal method has a higher failure rate and is not as reliable in preventing pregnancy. Therefore, if preventing pregnancy is a priority, more effective contraceptive methods are generally recommended.
Good day, I am Chela Altea Sanito, and I'll be discussing intrauterine device. Intrauterine device originated in Germany. The first published paper on actual IUD insertions was made by Dr. Richard Richter in 1909. An IUD or intrauterine device is a small T-shaped plastic and copper device that's inserted into a woman's womb by a specially trained doctor or nurse. The copper in the IUD alters the cervical mucus, which makes it more difficult for sperm to reach an egg and survive. It can also stop a fertilized egg from being able to implant itself. An IUD is reversible, so it's possible to get pregnant as soon as the IUD is removed. But it protects against pregnancy for 5 or 10 years, depending on the type. Despite that, a person with IUD may experience heavier, longer, or more painful periods. It also does not protect against STDs or sexually transmitted diseases, so you may need to use condoms as well. IUDs are one of the best birth control methods out there, more than 99% effective.
So for sterilization, it is a permanent form of control that birth control that is extremely effective at preventing pregnancy. Sterilization for women is called tubal sterilization or ligation, and for men it is called vasectomy. For a region, the word tubal refers to the fallopian tubes and ligation means to tie. In 1823, James Blundell first suggested tubal ligation for sterilization before the Medical Society of London, which gave to more techniques. So for vasectomy, um, the word vas is short for vas deferens, and ectomy is surgery involving the excision or removal of a body part. In 1823, the first recorded vasectomy was performed on a dog by Astley Cooper, and in 1893, Reginald Harrison performed the first human vasectomy. However, it is not for sterilization purposes, but to bring about atrophy of the prostate. During the Second World War, vasectomy was finally regarded as a method of birth control. For description of tubal sterilization, um, the previous slide, please. Description. Tubal sterilization is a surgical method of birth control. It is commonly referred to as getting your tubes tied. And for vasectomy, it is a form of male birth control that cuts the supply of sperm to the semen. So how does it work? For tubal sterilization, we have two ways. The first one is laparoscopic. It uses the aid of a thin rod with a camera attached to visualize the abdominal and pelvic cavities through tiny keyhole incisions. And for laparotomy or mini laparotomy dito, the only difference is that laparotomy is performed at any time and requires a larger incision because the fallopian tubes are less accessible. And mini laparotomy involves a smaller incision and is performed at the time or just after childbirth. For vasectomy, we have two ways. The first one is conventional vasectomy, wherein small cuts are made on each side of the scrotum to reach the vas deferens. For the second one, the no scalpel vasectomy, wherein a tool is used to gently stretch the skin opening through one tiny hole in the skin so that the vas deferens can be reached. So the advantage of tubal sterilization is it is permanent. Since it is permanent, females who undergone the surgery won't be bothered by having child anymore. And for vasectomy, This procedure has no effect on sexual function and ejaculation. Men can still get erected and have sex. Ang the only thing is tinanggal lang yung sperm doon sa semen nila. For this advantage of tubal sterilization, it may lead to an ectopic pregnancy. Ito, since tied, cut, block ng fallopian tubes, the egg grows outside instead sa uterus. An ectopic pregnancy happens when a fertilized egg grows outside the uterus. It can be dangerous to the mother if not treated early enough. Then for vasectomy, sterility is not immediate. Sperm can remain in the vas deferens tube for some months after vasectomy and may take up to 20 ejaculations until the tubes are clear. A follow-up semen analysis will be performed at 3 to 5 months. Until advised that the semen is clear of sperm, another form of contraception must be used. For effectiveness, according to NHS UK, tubal sterilization is more than 99% effective at preventing pregnancy. And for vasectomy, according to Attorney Gilberto Lowenco, it is over 99.99% effective in preventing pregnancy.
Hello everyone. So kanina pa natin naririnig yung salitang STD or STI. So ano-ano ba yung mga STD or STI? The sexually transmitted diseases are chlamydia, hepatitis, herpes, HIV or yung human immunodeficiency virus or AIDS or what we call acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, syphilis, and human papillomavirus infection or HPI.
So aside from the use of contraception, there are other methods of prevention, just like abstinence, vaccination, mutual monogamy, and getting tested for STDs.
I hope naging makabuluhan ng mga napag-usapan natin at may natutunan kayo. Hindi natin may iwasan ang pag-engage sa sexual intercourse dahil kailangan natin yan. Our body needs it. Ngunit kaya nating maiwasan ang unwanted pregnancy and also we can reduce the risk of having STI and STDs.
And hanggat hindi pa tayo handa makapag-sexual intercourse, huwag tayong maging mapusok at lagi natin pag-iisipan ang ating mga gagawin. Learn how to say no because your body, your choice, and always protect yourself.
Kaya be sex responsible and always practice safe sex. The best way to avoid or the best contraceptives we could have is avoid sex and yung urges natin to have sex. Always think the possible consequences sa mga gagawin natin, especially if we will have a sexual intercourse. Maraming salamat.